Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fate Grand Order. This looks to be the last room of the second floor, and we got some story to do, so here we go. Let's see here, who do I want to bring? Not any of you. Where'd all the tiaras with the damage CEs go? Let me update. There we go. There's one. Look out, Master! It's Kama! Oh, great. You took the honest route here. You lot really are hopeless, aren't you? Why couldn't you let the attendants do their job? You could have been here in no time if you just let them show you the way. But that's okay. This doesn't change how I feel about you. I still hate you now just as much as before. Isn't it reassuring, knowing that no matter what you do, nothing about me or how I feel will change? Now don't worry and enjoy the journey. Stop talking out of both sides of your mouth. All we want to know is the truth. Oh, right. You think I'm a liar, don't you? Never mind that I've been telling you the truth this whole time. Once a goody two-shoes, always a goody two-shoes, huh, Parvati? Well, you're right, as usual. Ugh, you make me sick. I already know you hate me. Alright, I'll be more direct then. Is this about me? Did you turn everyone from Edo Castle and Chaldea into building materials for this Ooku? Just so you could get back at me? Are you serious? You are, aren't you? Ugh, you're even more of a goody-goody nitwit than I thought. I guess you pretty goddesses really do think the world revolves around you, huh? What a joke. I didn't think it was likely. I know how preposterous it sounds. But I had to check just to make sure, alright? Anyway, if that's not the case, then that clears up one thing. You aren't here so you can get back at me, which must mean that I'm here only because you are. Whatever it is you're up to, something is telling me I have to put a stop to it. So I'll ask you one more time, what are you up to? Why did you make this Ooku? I may not be a liar, but that doesn't mean I'm always completely truthful. If I had made blah. Okay, typo making weird grammar. If I had to make things real simple, well, I guess I do for you guys, and boil it down to whether I'm a good or bad girl, I'd say I'm a bad girl. Is that your way of saying you aren't going to tell us? More like there's just no need. Even you guys will figure it out sooner or later. Really, I'm just lazy. I can barely work up the energy to do anything. That's why I'm not even going to try and stop you now. Our paths just happen to cross here, that's all. By all means, keep doing what you're doing. Oh my, how kind of you. Last time you said your goal was to have us wander this labyrinth for eternity. But now you're letting us make our way to the next floor out of the goodness of your heart. Why, it's almost as if you want us to penetrate all the way to the deepest, innermost chamber of this labyrinth. I wanted to make a joke there, but I can't because it involves spoilers. I only meant that I'm not going to try and stop you. You do need a proper welcome at these major junction points after all, so I'm putting others in charge of that. Of course.
A proper welcome, huh? I find it difficult to believe we will be subjected to anything remotely satisfactory.
Oh no, it'll be fine. It's all set up so you become like that naturally. And I don't mean the Ooku. I mean all of you. Huh? This is the Ooku, an inner chamber kept away from the surface. An isolated nighttime paradise that never sees the light of day. I would be an abject failure as a host if I couldn't make sure its guests were properly entertained. Now go on, my attendants. These poor, pitiful humans are being kept down by meaningless nonsense thanks to Fumogokai. Fumogokai. The precept which forbids lying. Go on and let them experience the Ooku's full and unbridled pleasures for themselves.
Wow, that was actually kind of short. I mean, I don't know how much they're going to include after this fight, but I'm like, wow, okay. I probably could have squeezed that into the last video. Shit. Alright, let's see how much you can do, Kiara. There we go. There we go.
How many times do I have to say it? The Ooku is not some cheap nighttime paradise, damn it. If anything, things were much more frantic during the day. I understand your anger, but I'm afraid Kama already got away, so...
At any rate, it looks like that ghost left behind another pillbox. That one was pretty short, and I don't remember what happened in it very well. I didn't even see anything.
Is everything okay, Master? Did you just hear those voices you mentioned before again?
Nothing gets by you, does it, Mash?
Of course not. I may not be able to fight by your side right now, Master, but as your navigator, I'm going to make sure I don't miss anything unusual.
Ah, crap. My nose was, like, itchy. I do not think you are experiencing auditory hallucinations, but whatever it is you are hearing, we are not picking it up. Maybe you are picking up on tiny oscillations or formless remnants that last only for a split second. At any rate, I do not think they pose any danger, but if you hear them again, please let us know right away. Alright, why don't we start by examining this pillbox a little more closely. Let's see, this one says Ietsuna. I have no idea. What was he, 9th or so? Sorry, no, he was the 4th. Fuck. Perhaps we should make you some Tokugawa Shogun flashcards once you get back. I don't know Japanese history. So that is the name of the next shogun after Lord Iemitsu. Assuming everything goes well, that would mean Lord Iemitsu's son, Takechiyo, ends up taking over from his father without any issue. That's right, he does, although I am a little surprised. Isn't it confusing having every shogun from the 1st to the 4th go by the same childhood name? Oh, that's an excellent question. One that I don't think I've ever been asked before, so I guess it's time for another impromptu wet nurse classroom then. Takechiyo was originally Lord Ieyasu's childhood name, and since he was the one who united Japan and founded the shogunate, it was thought that giving his descendants the same name would bring good fortune. And of course, there is only one heir in waiting at any given time, so no two children go by the same name. We never have to worry about anyone getting confused. I see. For that matter, Takechiyo was, of course, in Edo Castle along with his father when this happened. And naturally, it is my duty as a loyal retainer of the Tokugawa family to save him as well. Maybe this pillbox has some connection to him? That is what I thought too, so I have been examining it from every angle I can, but I have not yet been able to verify anything. All I can say is that you should definitely hold on to it. I will keep poking around to see what I can find. Thank you. Next to Lord Iemitsu, Takechiyo is the one person we absolutely can't afford to lose. Oh, by the way, I'm afraid there's a little problem. Oh boy, what? We've been seeing more static on our connection the further you delve into the Ooku. And since we need to prioritize existence verification above all, we might end up losing the connection at times. So business as usual. I'll do everything I can to prevent that from happening, but I think you should be prepared in case it does. I have been in a subway. It makes sense that we'd lose some signal the further down we go. I haven't actually been in a subway, but I get the principle. Now that you mention it, I remember you mentioning that some kind of underground labyrinths... Some kind of bleh. Let's try that line again. Now that you mention it, I remember you mentioning some kind of underground labyrinths that still exist in modern... Bleh. Fuck! In the modern day, Master. Now, what were they called again? Kyoto, Shinjuku, and Osaka stations? All that aside, first is not to kill, then not to speak falsehoods. I wonder, could this Ooku be... No, it's still much too early to say. All I can do now is bide my time until I am certain. Strange as it may be to think of a god of love, I can tell Kama has another, more complicated side to her. And if that is so, then I find myself in exactly the sort of situation I expected it was. This Ooku is precisely the opposite of what I would have created, but it is indeed a paradise. There is, after all, nothing sweeter than doing what one shouldn't. Just to reaffirm what Mash said, we will make sure to keep verifying your existence no matter what, so there's no need to worry about that. Alright then, let us keep this investigation going, shall we? Acquired 4th Shogun Tokugawa Ietsuno's Inro. Yeah, that wasn't that long. I could have put it in the previous video. Oh well, whatever. To layer 3! Oh boy. Earlier.
Here, have some more. Your cup is empty. Please drink up. There is more where that came from.
Ha 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 ha! I say, I could get used to this. I can tell from the material and the expert tailoring that this outfit they made me wear is of the highest quality. And while I've never had much in the way of Japanese wine before, it's turned out to be even better than I'd thought. Now, what about some hors d'oeuvres? Don't we have anything to go with this lovely wine?
Well, hello, Scheherazade.
I don't know what she sounds like. Crap.
Of course we do. Here. I mean, open wide. Now say,
Delish.
Hello, Matahari. We still have plenty to drink, too. Go on, bottoms up. It's okay if you get drunk.
Okay.
Here, our lord. This way, next.
Oh, yes, I forgot this was still just the snack tray they brought out for the walk. I dare say this place could give a premium first-class airline a run for its money. I'm feeling a bit dizzy now, but that's alright. You can just carry me the rest of the way. Go on then, carry me.
Understood. Not to worry. Woohoo! Good luck. You can do this. You may want to tell them to be careful not to trip, so you don't bang your head and die.
Don't worry, this is the life. Now, let's go. Wait, hang on. Where was I going again? And what did I want to do when I got there? Oh boy. Having fun, Gordy? Okay. Strange smelling corridor. Ocean smelling corridor. I feel like this one is probably the right way. This corridor smells strange. Apparently, it is the smell of alcohol. Seems like the smell is getting stronger as you keep going. Huh. So if the first floor was don't kill, and the second floor was don't lie, what's this one? Don't overindulge? Oh, that's the right way, I think. Yeah. Okay, let's go the other way then. Oh, I can't. Okay then. It kind of reeks of alcohol here. Looks like our connection is still hanging in there. I am seeing alcoholic fumes in the air on our end, too. I probably shouldn't be angry at this point, but I can't help it. Today isn't even a holiday. Just look at all these plates and wine bottles strewn about. Whoever was here must have been holding parties left and right. What a headache.
Are you okay, Master? These fumes should have little effect on us, since we are no longer human, but what about you?
I'm not drunk or anything, but I can definitely feel them. Well, that won't do. As a wet nurse, part of my job is to make sure my charges stay healthy. Lord Iemitsu used to have a weak constitution too. I'll never forget his brush with smallpox as long as I live. Anyway, now that you're one of my charges, Lord Cursor, I'll have to make sure you stay in good health too. Please, I implore you not to push yourself too hard. I know you have a strong resistance to poison, Master, but that makes it more concerning that you're feeling these fumes' effects anyway.
Yeah, that's concerning.
So I'm also going to ask that you please be as careful as you can. And if you notice any change in your condition, anything at all, please let us know right away, Master.
Alcohol, then. So that will be our next little hurdle. Have you noticed something, Lady Sashoin?
Oh no, it's just that I have almost no experience with alcohol. So I'm a touch nervous that I might accidentally become intoxicated and do something unbecoming. Not to mention these habits can get so very steamy. So if for some reason I start stripping mine off, I do hope you'll stop me. Normally I would second that request in the strongest possible terms, but right now you should pay attention to whatever's up ahead. Someone's there. Oh boy. It's the girls! Matahari! You know these women? Yes, we do. I can tell from the analysis that they're probably servants from Chaldea. But something is different about them. Well, hello there, my lords. I'm Matahari, and I'll be your Otsugi today. Here, have some of our wine. It's really good, I promise.
And I am Scheherazade, an attendant here at the Ooku. I will also be your Otsugi today. Our job on this floor is to welcome and entertain you. Come, you must be tired. You need not think about anything here. Just sit back, eat, drink, listen to my stories, and enjoy yourselves. Do that, and you may even reach your desired destination someday.
I see. Nobutsuna did mention I was not the only servant that had been trapped. He said Kama had personally chosen a couple to be her underlings and assigned them different roles in the Ooku. This must be who he meant.
Then she must have messed with their memories and behavioral principles at the time, turning them into puppets she could control. Oh, yes, I can tell at a glance that their minds have been tampered with. I tried running my 5 approaches to meditation program to counteract it, but I'm sorry to say the effort bore no fruit. It must have been a poor match right at the root level. I have so little to be proud of, and this program is one of the few things to make that list. So I'm a little hurt at how completely it was rendered impotent here. I didn't even know a woman of your talent. I didn't know even a woman of your talents could feel like sulking sometimes. Oh, but this is no time to be caught up in that. What's an Otsugi? Otsugi are the women in the Ooku responsible for the altar rooms, tea implements, utensils, and things like that. But they also have one other very important job. So important, in fact, that you can't be an Otsugi unless you can do it. What is it? Party tricks. Huh? Yes, party tricks, or parlor tricks, or stunts, or whatever you want to call them. You know, things like that. Whenever there's a holiday, or a party, or some other special occasion, it's the Otsugi's job to liven it up. Though I'm not entirely sure why that is. At any rate, that's why my first criteria when choosing a new Otsugi is whether or not they can do any tricks. I see. That said, while I don't wish to speak ill about your acquaintances, I have to say that their particular choice of outfits is much too provocative. I don't think I would ever have chosen them to be Otsugi myself if they insisted on wearing those, no matter how talented they might be. The Ooku's attendants are devoted solely to serving the shogun and his wife. Just being sexy does not qualify one for the job. In fact, I would say it's very possible to be too sexy. Yes, I'm sure. Those women may be beautiful, but they are also servants, which is to say, fighters. They would never be right for your Ooku. But for this Ooku, a labyrinth built upon the mistaken belief that it is a place of lust and carnal pleasure, they couldn't be more at home. Indeed, I would be surprised to learn that they were not included in this peculiar setting. Loath though I am to say it, they are our enemies now. I am certain, then, that we would be wise to refuse their invitations to eat, drink, and follow them elsewhere. Yes, of course, going along with their requests is absolutely not an option. That said, the question is, what do we do if they try to force us? Right. I suspect that's why Kama chose them for this role. And if so, that could make things somewhat difficult for us. So, are you saying these women are extremely talented? It's no exaggeration to say that both of them went down in history for their skills as performers. True. So if they were to try to use their skills to their fullest to entertain all of you, it would be an incredibly powerful assault. What are you waiting for? There's plenty of food and drink, and of course I'll be glad to dance with you. I once seduced entire nations and manipulated wars with my gyrating body. Now you get to drink it in as much as you like. Yes, I too have plenty of food and drink, and no end of stories with which to regale you. We can let this banquet stretch on and on into the night. The food, the wine, my stories, all of it can last for eternity. I will never bore you, nor let you kill me. All I ask is that you drink in my stories. Though food and drink may be essential for living a full life, we have no need of them now. Stand back. But you have to get intoxicated. The Ooku won't let you move on if you aren't. If you don't get intoxicated now, you will come to greatly regret it. If it were me, I could never bear to face the end from which you can never return. So please drink and enjoy yourselves as you listen to my stories. The sooner you do that, the sooner we can take you to an even greater paradise. I'm not so senile that I need your help getting anywhere, young lady. I'm still more than capable of getting where I want to go on my own 2 feet. Well, Lady Par's feet in this case, but you know what I mean. Sion, is there a way to get them back to normal? I thought you would say that. I still have yet to do a detailed analysis, but our connection is still unstable. Okay, for now, you need to incapacitate them. We cannot do anything else to help them until you do that. Master, Matahari and Scheherazade are both part of the reason we came here. They're two of our precious Chaldea companions. We have to rescue them from this Ooku. Please, please try to help them.
Oh boy. Should try to focus on getting rid of Scheherazade first, because she's the one with an actually damaging NP.
Yuko, so you got it. Ha! Ma, kawairashi. Ha! Kono ya!
Alright, Majin-san, your turn.
Yuko.
Nice. Worry not, I struck with the back of my blade.
You seem to be unusually afraid of death, but you have no cause for concern here. My hands shall...
What am I doing with this voice?
My hands shall lead you to an ecstasy deeper and more titillating than death could ever offer. They may not have great physical strength, but they're exceptionally skilled at striking their opponent's weak points. Thank goodness we somehow managed to neutralize them.
I don't know what I would have done if I didn't already know how they fight.
Fortunately, it seems only their minds have been tampered with. The rest of their spirit origins appear to be intact. Now we just... Oh? Uh-oh, it looks like we're finally losing our connection. I guess you will just have to handle this on your end. Master, can you hear me? It's the same rules as with Yakyu, so you need... Oh my, they've gone completely silent.
As they say, all things in this world are transient. What do we do? Don't we need to keep that connection going? How are we supposed to figure out how to save those two now? It's just that the same rules as with Yagyu. So the Hanafuda cards. Hanafuda power! Got it! I just have to do the same thing I did back then, right? Okay, I'll draw out the power in the card and use it to cast the spell. Here goes nothing. Huh? You guys, good morning! It feels like forever since I last saw you. What was I doing until now? I think I was... Ah! You scared me! And where did you learn to do such a beautiful dogeza? I don't remember it very well, but I have the impression I made a great deal of trouble for you. I may not deserve your mercy, but please, whatever you do, don't kill me. It would seem they're back to their old selves. Wonderful. They do not appear to have any memory of the time they spent under Kama's control. I suggest you fill them in, Master. Good point. Okay, here goes. I see. It's all coming back. Yes, me too. I remember I was watching a story from the Far East in the library right before I lost consciousness. Specifically, I was watching the feel-good movie Abaran Boy Yoshimune to learn more about authentic Japanese dogeza. The next thing I knew, I was in a place that seemed like it could be a scene from that very movie. At first, I thought I was dreaming. So Da Vinci, Holmes, and everyone else were also abducted just like we were, huh? And they might not have been turned into pawns, they might be locked up in the innermost sanctum, or they could be turned into the materials used to build this Ooku. What a horrible fate. But I suppose the fact that Para and Kiara are the only other ones here must mean that all my acquaintances, my comrades in arms, the benevolent kings, all my dear friends from Chaldea must have been captured. I am terrified of dying, yes, I cannot abide the thought of it. But neither can I abide the notion of losing something so irreplaceable as my precious friends through my own inaction. So, please, Master, let me help you. Count me in, too. I might not be much help in battle, but I can at least act as a decoy. Go ahead and use me however you see fit, Master. I'll do whatever it takes to save everyone. Thanks, you two. You're the best. It is a mark of my own failure that I must ask for your help, even knowing how depleted you both must be from your own capture. But right... What just fell? Hold on. Anyways. But right now, the lives of Lord Imitsu and everyone else are at stake. We need as much help as we can get. You have my thanks for offering yours. It looks like our connection to Chaldea isn't coming back anytime soon. I'm afraid we'll have to try and make our way through the rest of the Ooku without Mashin Sion's help. It is worrisome that we can no longer contact them, but we have gained 2 capable new companions in their place. Let's do what we can to keep our spirits high. Oh? Is that still not enough to allay your concerns, Lady Kasuga? Forgive me, I wish I could tell you everything will be alright, but I still have a great deal to learn myself, so I'm afraid that a single sermon will not suffice to dispel all unease. Sorry about this, Kasuga no Tsubone. I know I'm not exactly the strongest assassin around.
Oh no, it's not that. I would never say anything so rude to anyone willing to help me save Lord Iemitsu. I'm immensely grateful to have you and Lady Scheherazade on our side. My only concern is, well, it feels silly to even mention it under these circumstances, but as the one in charge of the Ooku, I just can't help but feel a bit uneasy about...
Boobs.
I'm sorry, I just can't ignore this feeling that the Ooku's very dignity is at stake. Do you think you could at least wear something on top? Anything at all?
So are they gonna get some, like, alternate outfits or something? Okay, now we go this way. The corridor smells salty like the beach. It's starting to smell fishy. There's a starfish monster. Its foul stench is sure to jerk anyone awake. Starfish versus octopus. Okay. Last turn? Yep. Okay then. Sweet smelling corridor, lightly scented corridor. I have no idea which one I should use, which one I should do. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. This one. There's a super sweet aroma. Is this also the smell of alcohol? The smell is getting stronger as you keep going. The smell is so intense it's suffocating. The smell is so potent, it feels like it's getting you drunk. Well, somehow I suspect that this was in fact the right path. Your steps are getting unsteady. Have you lost a little weight? So yeah, that was the right way. I think so, this way. The smell of alcohol seems to be weaker in this corridor. The smell of alcohol is weaker, but there's a fishy smell. More of those guys, I would assume? Looks like it. Oh, come on, where are the Parvati's with the damage seed? Fine. There's a starfish monster. Its foul stench is sure to sober one up. Okay. What a waste of a crit. Oh well. Alright, come on. This is what I want to do. Okay. Yep, so this way. There's a room up ahead. You want to take a quick break. More story. I don't know how long it's gonna be, so I think I will end this video here and do that in the next video. So I will see you all next time.